Yes, it's time for your music live on Studio Live today, brought to you by the evil Distro Kid. Let's do it. Yes, thank you, Pagan Song and Distro Kid are not evil. They are actually awesome. They are our epic sponsors of Your Music Live. Welcome to the show. Look, it's not really a Halloween show, but it kind of is because, you know what, here in Australia, it's the day before Halloween. It is the 30th of October. It'll be the 29th. It'll be Friday afternoon for many of you folks. And if it's your first time here, welcome aboard, man. You're in store for a treat because Your Music Live is all about your music. It's the best independent music online. For the next 2 hours, we're going to be rocking, rolling, and synthing our way to some awesomeness. And let's kick it straight off, shall we? Because I'm going to open with this track. This is one I've been listening to a lot this week. It is from Danny Rosen, and it's a tune called The Big Mistake. And we're going to listen to it live here, right now on Your Music Live. Let's do it.
All day spent on thinking about death, wasting all my time with the cure under my breath. The smoke clears along with the long years, my friend, and I've been dangerously walking that path to the end. Couldn't fit in even if I wanted to, cause I feel disconnected from the current trends and views. These days you gotta go solo, I'm breaking through the mold, becoming immortal.
How could we have not started with that one? How cool is that? That is an artist by the name of Danny Rosen and a tune called The Big Mistake here on Your Music Live. And yeah, I just, the first time I heard that, I'm just like, that is opening the show. There's no other option that's opening our show this week because just the energy and the feel and the vibe that you get from that one, absolutely cracking song. Welcome again to Studio Live today, to Your Music Live here on Studio Live today. We are brought to you, as we are every week, by the wonderful folks over at DistroKid. They help us keep the lights on here by sponsoring this show. And if you are an independent musician and you want to release your music to all the places, to Spotify, to Apple Music, to Deezer, to Amazon, you name it, they send it there. And they do that for less than $20 per year, $19.99 in fact. And you can save yourself 7% off your first year on any DistroKid plan simply by using the link up above there. And we thank DistroKid for their support of the Your Music Live program here. Now, that intro that you heard there was by our old friend, our friend Kronk Song, and that is of course Mark Lovell, aka Kronk Song, and he's decided to throw a bit of a Halloween tune into the mix here. He said, with Halloween approaching, I just started to do a scary sounding tune, but got sidetracked very early one morning by some stupid lyrical ideas going around in my head. I switched on my phone and dictated quietly. Then during the day, I came up with this bit of silliness. Hope you like it. Well, if you know anything about Mark and Kronk Song, I think we're going to enjoy this one. This one is called Don't You Just Love Halloween? And this is Kronk Song here on Your Music Live.
There are children on the street, I hear their tiny feet. They're demanding candy with menaces. I switched off all the lights, got down on the floor, put my headphones on to listen to Genesis. Is that a banging on the door? I'm not quite sure. It seems to be in 5/4 time. Or is it just Phil banging on his drums? Oh no, I think they've just brought some slime. I have to take this stance to avoid a merry dance when a bunch of kids come round here begging. See, I forgot what day it is, and I bought no sweets, I bought no fizz. I'm trying to save my house, I'm egging. Don't you just love Halloween? Love it. No, I don't. Don't you just love Halloween? No. Don't you just love it? No, I don't. There's a bunch of little tykes who ride round on their bikes. They came to my door last year. They took most of the candy. That was neither fun nor dandy. And then they said, trick or beer. Don't you just love Halloween?
No!
Don't you just love it? No, I don't. Don't you just love Halloween? No. Don't you just love it? No, I don't. Don't you just love Halloween? No. Don't you just love it? No, I don't. Don't you just love Halloween?
Oh, it's Kronk Song's world. We're all just living in it. That is, of course, the one, the only Mark Kronk Song Lovell with Don't You Just Love Halloween? And I've said it before, but Halloween used to not be a thing here in Australia until it was. Until all the kids, they all got together and they conspired and they went, wait a minute, we get free candy and chocolate if we just walk around with wearing a costume? I'm in. So, now my children are very much into the Halloween spirit. Let's keep the Halloween vibes going, and someone with a name that already sounds kind of Halloweeny, which is Tremor Bear, has got a little ditty here, and we're going to give it a spin here. Bear says, this is my scary Halloween video with my original music. To be honest, I dislike Halloween, but this year it's just for YML. So there you go. These are going to be back-to-back Halloween disliking tunes. So Bear and Mark are both sitting there with their arms crossed going, grrr, Halloween. But the thing is, if you hate Halloween, that's even better because you'll be like, grrr. That's what Halloween's all about. Yeah? Okay. Following? No. Let's jump into this one. This is called Inchlin, and this is our man Tremor Bear on Your Music Live. Very cool little ditty there from Tremor Bear. How good was that? How good is the music already so far? Nice, yeah, very smooth. And these are garage band instruments in there. Yeah, don't underestimate the old GB stock instruments. They can actually work beautifully well. Yeah, cool and dark, perfectly fitting. Little smooth goth jazz for your Friday afternoon or your Saturday morning, wherever you may be. Now, let's jump over. We've had a couple of YouTube. We've had a slaps track already from our man Kronk Song. By the way, that opening that you heard there, that was, of course, a Kronk Song original as well that he created just for this Halloween episode of YML. So we do thank Kronk Song for that. Let's jump into this one. This is over on slaps.com, which, if you're not aware of, is a social music sharing platform from our friends at DistroKid. So if you're still on the fence, if you haven't quite decided to go all in, sign up to DistroKid, start releasing your music, which I recommend you do because it's a cool thing. You can actually join slaps.com for free and start sharing your music. And even better than that, you can start contributing and listening and commenting on other people's music, which is something I've been doing a heap of this week. It's kind of addictive. Once you jump in here and you realize how much cool music there is, it's almost impossible to stop. So we're going to jump over here to slaps.com right now and play this one. This is our man John David Lees, yes, JDL, with a tune called Fear the Night here on Your Music Live.
It's that time again, comes every year, got 24 hours to face them fears, hold back those tears, but someone's going to devour you. Feel the night they're out to get you, feel the night they're out to get you, feel the night they're out to get you, feel the night they're gonna get you. Killers on the street, ready to reap, ready to take your soul. Open up your heart, tear you apart. Death and destruction, they'll go. Feel the night they're out to get you. Feel the night they're out to get you. Feel the night they're out to get you. Feel the night they're gonna get. Feel the night they're out to get you. They're out to get you. Feel the night they're out to get you. Feel the night they're gonna get you. You can never know who's good to go, who's going to purge. Shoot you where you stand, cut off your hands, gratify their sexual.
JDL in the house, John David Lees with Fear the Night there. And yes, as folks are explaining here in the description, in the comments, if you're new to the show, if you haven't watched before, all of the songs I play are linked down in the description. So if you miss out, if you don't know what's been played, if you want to go back and listen to any of these artists, and I strongly recommend you do, all you need to do is jump down in the description because I do all the hard work for you. Yeah, I love that one. The drums just driving it along. Very, very cool. And yeah, synths for days. Don't make me say synths too much. We are going to mix it up here today because we don't have all Halloween songs. An entire Halloween show would be way too scary. So we're going to inject some happiness in between just to bring you back up so that we can crush you back down again. And the way I inject happiness when I don't have my happiness injections handy is I use Happy Ron instead. Because Happy Ron is cool. And we're going to jump over to SoundCloud. And this is a Happy Ron classic. I actually really dig this tune. I was listening to it yesterday, and I'm like, yep, we're going to play this on the Halloween show. It's the least Halloween-ish song that I could have picked, but I wanted to give it a spin anyway. It's called You Could. How Could I Have Lived So Long Without You? So let's jump over, get some happy in our lives, just a little dose of happy here, and then we'll get back to some dark and brooding songs in just a moment. So this is Happy Ron. How Could I Have Lived So Long Without You on Your Music Live.
I don't look back to those lonely days. I didn't know Jack till you came my way. How could I have lived so long without you? was I going? I don't know. Without you by my side. Where was I driving? Who can say? Without you in my ride. How could I have lived so long without you? Without you, I was a man without a plan. Without you, I was half the man I am. How could I have lived so long without you? Take it, old man Andy.
Yeah, sing those blues, Happy Ron. Now that's the happiest blues song I've ever heard. Yeah, how good was the howl? Ooh, bit like Werewolf of London going on there. Oh, that's another tune I should play. Sorry, I've got my own happy hour, my spooky hour tomorrow, and I'm like, I should be playing some of these sort of tunes as well. And Werewolf of London is one that's actually coming to mind. Yeah, very very cool stuff. Awesome bit of blues there from the one, the only Mr. Happy Ron. Let's play another tune here. This is another new artist that I only discovered this week. Now, sometimes, majority of the time, I just put the link out there and people submit their tunes to me here on Your Music Live. And then other times, it goes the other way. I find a song and I'm like, I dig this so much that I would like to play it. So I reach out to the artist, and thankfully, most of the time, they agree for me to play their tune, which is awesome. Because again, it's Your Music Live, not my music live. We need you for Your Music Live. And this is an artist called The Dark Coven. I was going to say Coven. I'm pretty sure it will be The Dark Coven, which again is very, very relevant for this week's show. And it's a track. It's a short tune. There is a couple of F-bombs in here, so I'm going to warn you, plug the kitty's ears and don't let the dog hear this one, because the dog will be a bit freaked out. I don't know why the dog cares about words. So this is called Make You Go Boom by The Dark Coven, and we're going to give it a spin right here, right now on Your Music Live.
Miss a thing and you go boom. Tell a thing and you go boom. Do the wrong thing and you go boom. I'll work you up so you go boom, 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 boom. Hey, did you miss me? Or you just going to diss me? Make me, break me, or you just going to shake me up? I can tell it by the face you're making that you're about to be breaking up. Do you motherfucking hate me? So you tell me you're ready to put up all the hate. Make it easy for us just to kill the romance. Break me, shake me, go and motherfucking hate me. Come on, I'll show you what you really want. Miss a thing and you go boom. Tell a thing and you go boom. Do the wrong thing and you go boom. I'll work you up so you go boom, 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 boom. Miss a thing and you go boom. Tell a thing and you go boom. Do the wrong thing and you go boom. I'll work you up so you go boom, 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 boom.
Boom, 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 indeed. How cool is that? I hope you can appreciate why I just had to play that one here live, because that was just outstanding stuff there from The Dark Coven. And this is the beauty of slaps. Again, our wonderful sponsors, DistroKid. I found that tune found it on slaps. I'm just listening to some slaps, and then that comes on. I'm just like, boom, 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 boom. Yes, that was so cool. And I'm like, yeah, that's got to be played. And it's got to be played this week for our Halloween-ish, Halloween-adjacent edition of Your Music Live. Yeah, it just hits you in the feels, didn't it? Yeah, someone said they like the background. You like my background? This one, I got my my family here last night when we were selecting things, and said, do you want this background or this background? I had kind of like a cheesy jack-o'-lantern-y kind of one, and then I had this one, and they're like, no, go the dark moon behind the tree. It looks kind of creepy. So I went with it. Let's shall we jump into our next tune. So this is our friend Mars Capone, aka Greg Hernandez, and he's got a tune here. He says he sent me about 3 versions: a slaps, and then a YouTube, and then another YouTube. So he's updated it. So what he said is it's a festive song using sample packs, drum machines, and synth plugins, along with vocal hits and some music samples of the legendary Mr. Doug Woods of the Sound Test Room. So let's jump over here, shall we, and listen to this one from Mars Capone. It's called Stretched, Chopped, and Mangled here on Your Music Live. What is it about creepy dolls that's so disturbing? I don't know. Clowns and creepy dolls together in the same video should almost be outlawed. Yeah, very cool stuff. Very cool video. Very nicely done. Unsettling music. Yeah, a little bit unsettling, a little bit creepy. Now, don't forget that as we play all these songs, they are linked in the description. I know, I think Colin just said, wouldn't it be cool if people could play the whole songs like when we're doing specials? Well, there's a couple of things. This was an accidental special, so I didn't even plan to do a Halloween show. I just got so many Halloween styled submissions that I thought, well, we'll play a bunch of these anyway, and we'll kind of group them all together, and why not? So we did that. And the other thing is, if I played whole songs, I struggle to get through what we do here already. So I play maybe 40 to 50 tunes per week in the 2 hours that we have, and if I played whole songs, we'd get about 15 or 20. And I don't think that would not represent the indie community that we have here in the way that we would like to. So it is what it is. But yeah, there are other shows. Go check out the Metalhead Hippie. He plays full songs, as does Thomas Christ on his U-Rock show. So this is like your sampler. This is where you just get in, have a listen, work out what you like, and then go and check it out. Check out the full version. We have an ad over here on SoundCloud. It's actually a get the facts ad. So I'll just let this play for 30 seconds before we play this one from Three Eyed, which is Ian Gautier. He says, a song inspired by looking up the origin of the expression dead ringer, which is a string inside a coffin, so to ring a bell on top in case you wake up. Didn't know that. Tried to see how far I could get with one chord, made it all the way to the outro, and then used all the chords. Well, that's interesting. So why don't we come over here to the SoundClouds and we'll check this one out. It is called Dig Me Up by Three Eyed, and we're going to spin it live here on Your Music Live.
This little box in the ground, there's no light, I can't hear anything. In my best suit, flat on my back, nothing to do, I wanna go back. If you just dig me up, dig me up, dig me up, if you dig me up. I miss my life, miss my friends. I hope that this place is not supposed to be my final end. So grab a shovel, but use your hands. You just got to get me out of here as fast as you can. You gotta dig me up, dig me up, dig me up, gotta dig me up.
Very cool indeed there from Three Eyed. Dig Me Up. And if you want to hear all the chords in the outro, guess what? You're going to have to go and check out the full version over on SoundCloud there. So if you want to check out that or any of the other songs that we play here, you can jump on over to the SoundCloud and you can get it all right there. Oh man, we got some so much good music here to play today, and we are mixing it up. We're doing some Halloweeny goodness and some other bits and pieces as well. And you know what? Let's grab this one from Colin Stanton, since Colin's here live and in the chat and supporting other artists. And I recommend you support Colin because he does some amazing music. Just kind of started contributing about 2-3 months ago, Colin. And yeah, every tune I play of Colin's always gets a great reception. So no pressure, Colin. So this is Refrain regarding flirting with or allowing any spirit to invade one's spiritual sanctity or enter into one's state of being. Possession by the common name regardless of dogmatic frills to throw off their true scent. That's a sentence that I'm not going to have to try and repeat. That's a lot of words in there. So let's jump over, shall we, and take a listen to this one. This is called Hard to Take. Colin Stanton on Your Music Live.
Letting spirits inside you is wrong. Logic tells you should be your own master. Don't know, you might be too young. Possession by the Holy Spirit is just losing. Old is the truth. Special are you. so hard to take. It can easily drive you mad. Love will see through.
Very cool indeed there, Colin Stanton, here on Your Music Live with that one, Hard to Take. And do jump over, check out Colin's channel, check out all the other goodness there. Really good music, really good quality stuff. As always, here on Your Music Live. If you're having fun already, we're only 30 minutes in. We've got an hour and a half of amazing music still to come. So hit that thumbs up button down below. What that does, that sends out the bat signal, which is very relevant on a show where we're doing kind of a Halloween themey thing, because that tells YouTube, hey, there's people here, they're digging the show, and that they want more people to come and join. And as we always say, Sharon is caring and Sharon is Karen. So if you do want to share this with who should you share it with this week? Why don't you share it with any nieces and nephews that might be listening? Let's get the younger crowd involved, shall we? Yeah, just randomly send an email or a text message right now and just go, hey, nephew Cole. No, that was Colin that we just had. Hey, niece Sally, I'm watching Your Music Live with Pete Johns, and he's playing all of the best indie music from around the world. You should come and join us, and then they'll rock up, and then you can say hello, and you can have a family reunion right here in the chat of Your Music Live. Sounds great, doesn't it? And we do thank our sponsors, DistroKid. We'll hear a little bit about DistroKid in a moment, because I've got a song that I want to give a little nudge. I want to promote it because it's the right time of the year to promote a murder ballad, and I have a murder ballad that I want to promote. And I'm going to go in and use some of the DistroKid tools right here live on the show and show you how we can do some cool things. So before we do that, though, let's have a bit of an Australian corner here. Let's go with back-to-back Aussies. We're going to jump over to Melbourne for a couple of tunes, and this one is from our man Gregory O'Sullivan, who says, Faulty Kiss, Jingling, and Friends Sing Again. I hit the EDM button to see what would happen. Oh, I hit that button once, and it wasn't pretty. So I'm sure Gregory O'Sullivan has done something pretty cool over here with his EDM button. So let's give this one a spin here. This is Faulty Kiss on Your Music Live. Very cool. Yeah, Gregory O'Sullivan kicking it old school there with that one, which is very cool. Faulty Kiss from Gregory O'Sullivan on your music live, and we're going to continue the live goodness here. I mean, we need more music and less talk, Pete, because we got so much to get through here, and we have a significant backlog. We have a good problem, which is we have too much cool music to play every week. So we're going to have to do a YML XL edition very soon, probably next week, where we spend 3 or more hours playing tunes, because there's just not enough hours, not enough minutes in each weekly show to play all of the coolness, all the cool tunes that we have here. So let's jump in. Let's stay over in the east coast of Australia here and play this one. This is Ashley H.M. and she has a tune called Sarah, Zombie Takedown Club. And she says, a song that I made for Halloween 2021, a song about Sarah, my zombie slayer character. So let's jump over and turn this one up to 11. It's a short tune, but it's going to rock your world. And this is Ashley H.M. with Sarah, Zombie Takedown Club on your Music Live. Right, zombie rock for the win. How cool was that? Guitars going, Sarah, the zombie slayer, doing their thing there. Very nicely done. Hello, Sid the Widow. Hope you are doing well over there, Joe. Hello, Joe. What do you know? Just got back from the Bloodhound show. No, not that. Yeah, cool stuff there. That was our Australian double feature, and we'll have more great Australian music coming to you live here on your Music Live. We're going to talk up the Australian accent here right now. Well, welcome to SAFM here in a radio DJ. I am not, and probably never will be. But that's okay, because you know what? With the power of the internet, I can be my own radio DJ. Speaking of radio DJs, I'm bad at segues, but DistroKid are our sponsors of this show, and they have a platform called Slaps. We're going to play another Slaps tune here, and this is one of my favorite artists that I've ever discovered. And it sounds a bit wanky for me to say I discovered them on Slaps. I didn't discover them. They just put cool music out there, and I happened to hear it, and then they submitted the tune to YML, and I happened to play it. And now every time Jay throws a track our way, it usually rocks in a big bad way. I run way with way. Jay says, hi Pete, I hope you and your audience have their speakers turned up to 11 for this one. My new track Shattered is a demo instrumental I've been messing around with for the past month to get some practice producing different types of metal. I really enjoyed making it and experimenting with different riffs and samples for this one. Was really trying to think out of my comfort zone. Critical feedback is welcomed as always, and I hope you enjoy it. Well, I'm going to turn my speakers up to 11, and I recommend you do exactly the same as we play this one. This is Jay with Shattered on your Music Live. had to get the fire up to 150 to be a nice solid amount there. How good was that? Yeah. Does anyone rock as hard as Jay? I don't know. I haven't come across someone rocking quite that hard, but yeah, outstanding production. When you get 3 horns from Jade Star, you know that you're on the right track. Yeah. Yeah, totally cool. Very nicely done. Good job. Yeah, a bit of old school Corn. Yeah, doom 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 doom. Yeah, very Corn like. Yeah, but just before the new metal thing, when it was actually kind of like in between the middle ages of metal. But yeah, very good heavy riffage going on there. Yeah, Arnie G's checking in. We got some folks here late to the party, but that's cool. We hang out here for 2 hours, and look, I 100% appreciate. Ain't nobody got 2 hours. Well, very few people. I know there's some absolutely awesome, dedicated people that join us for the full 2 hours every week. Hello, Mark. Hello, Thomas. We know you're here. Hello, Michael, aka Z-Land Hello, Bear. Yeah, so we do have a lot of folks who are super supporters, but not everyone. You know, life gets in the way. But the cool thing about this is you can throw it on, like walk around, have it on your headphones, like just have background of cool music, and then something will prick your ears up, and you'll go, "Oh, that's cool," and then you'll want to listen to it. Speaking of, ooh, that's cool. You know who's cool? It's our sponsors, DistroKid. Yeah, DistroKid have been sponsoring this show for over a year. Since last Halloween, they were sponsoring the show. And this Halloween, they're sponsoring the show. And they are a bunch of cool people because they support independent music by making it accessible for you to get your music onto Spotify, iTunes, and a whole bunch of other places. And we're going to jump over here to DistroKid because if you join up for less than $20, $19.99 per year, you get access to release an unlimited amount of music to Spotify, to Apple Music, and to Deezer, and to all the places. And you get access to some cool little goodies. So once your music's released, so for instance, I have this song called Murdering Time. And it's the time of the year where I should be pushing this out there. I should be trying to get this into playlists. I should be getting people listening to this song. So what I can do is jump in here to DistroKid, go to my goodies section. Let's go to promote myself. And what we can do, we can create some mini videos and some promo cards. So let's grab a promo card first of all. This will be really quick. We can come in here. We're going to choose my song Murdering Time. And because I want to generate a promo card to share this on my Instagram stories. So let's find one here. By the way, cover art designed by Jade Star. How good is that cover? Every time I look at this, I'm just like, yeah, love it. So let's find a creepy one. What's the creepiest kind of one we can do? This one's on fire. That's kind of cool. That contrasts nicely with it. So we'll grab the fire. We click on that. And look, it downloads a JPEG straight away. And so we've got this JPEG now. We can download this. And how cool will that look on your Instagram stories, on your Facebooks, on your Twitters, wherever you want to send it? That's pretty cool. But it's better than that. We can even do videos. So if we go back to goodies and promote yourself, we can make mini videos as well, which are the same kind of thing. So this time, how good is this one with our with this blood theme here? So we'll use that and we'll go to Murdering Time again. We can go, yep, well, out now. We can just go, we'll just go boo as the announcement there. And we'll get it to start. We'll start it, I can't remember. It's about 1 minute 17, I think, where it started kicking in. I should have researched this, but we can generate a mini video and that's going to go away and generate a little video. If you want to know what those look like, let's grab one from my last song here, Work in Progress, and this is what the sort of thing it looks like. How cool is that? We can turn it up. So I can progress. Nobody's got it figured out yet. So you can generate some videos, some promo cards, and the other thing you can do is you can do things like the Wheel of Playlist and Playlist Spotlight. So we're going to do this right now, because if you go to Playlist Spotlight, what we can do is choose a track here that I want to try and get featured on a playlist. So it's got, yeah, you can vote between these ones, or we can actually add our own song. So at the top right here, we go add your track, and I'm going to go my song. We're going to go Murdering Time. And again, I probably should have, which part of this song do I want it to be? I can't remember. Let's just go 1 minute and 13 seconds. We hit the connect with Spotify button. Are you sure? Yes, I am. So this is going to connect with my Spotify. And then this song, my song Murdering Time, is now going to be there. And look, we're rooting for you. And what you can do now is copy this and paste it. Well, I'm going to paste it here in the chat. You can send this to all your friends, to all your family, and say, vote for me. And then if enough people vote for you, you get put on the playlist, the DistroKid playlist there. So there is just 3 very simple but very cool ways that you can actually promote your music after releasing with DistroKid. So, and this is all part of your plan. You pay your $20 a year and you can use all these tools included, which I think is a pretty gosh darn cool deal. We thank DistroKid for being awesome and for sponsoring this show. Speaking of awesome people, you know who's an awesome person? Well, awesome people, in fact. You know who are two awesome people? Well, it's Ron and it's Jenny from Wolf Stone Studio, and we're going to play a tune from them. They say, believe it or not, you have been with us since our journey began recording music in GarageBand iOS. Very cool. This song is from a few years back, started phase 2 of our learning curve when we put together loops. You'll probably recognize them, along with playing some keyboards for the first time. Your tutorials really helped to figure it out, so thanks. Well, thank you, Ron and Jenny, and if you've listened to any Wolfstone Studio stuff before, you know that it's pretty gosh darn awesome. So let's jump in and take a listen to this one, shall we? It is called Forever, and it's Wolfstone Studio. Oh, here on Studio Live today, and your music live. Forever from Wolfstone Studio. Yeah, you just put that on, just try not to bob your head and move to the beat of that tune there. Very, very cool. Forever from Wolfstone Studio. And you know what? If I've been any part of your journey, that's super humbling, because that's some great music. And what I love about this community is that y'all make music that I could never make. And I feel good about that. Like, I don't feel bad. I was talking to Georgie. I did a show with her yesterday. I was talking about this, that I don't want to be, I'm not the best. I'm not the best at every genre. I'm very mediocre, and that's not being self-deprecating. I just don't focus on some genres. But when people say, hey, I don't make the same sort of music as you, but I use your tips and then I created this, and it's just amazing like that, it makes me super duper happy. So great job right there. All right, let's grab a couple of newcomers, shall we, to the show here. This is an artist called Proud Scout, and they say this song is written and recorded fully in a home studio in Nashville, Tennessee, by the singer Paul R.K. Sugar Rush is a song about a push and pull relationship with someone, and while you know it's this destructive situation, you've grown comfortable in the unpredictability. What a cool concept for a tune, and this is a ridiculously cool tune. So let's give this one a spin, shall we? This is a song, of course, released on DistroKid. It's out now. It's available on all the platforms, and it is called Sugar Rush. There is a strobe warning on this one, so if you are triggered by flashing lights, please tune out for about 2 minutes, and we'll be back afterwards with some more awesomeness. So let's take it away. Sugar Rush, Proud Scout, here on Your Music Live.
For anything
There you go. Sugar Rush from Proud Scout. Definitely a band that I'm going to be checking out more of. And you can check out more of them by jumping down to the description. Check them out on YouTube. Stream them on all the platforms. And that's the cool thing. A band like Proud Scout can just say, I don't care what platform you're on. If you're on Spotify, if you're on YouTube Music, if you're on Apple Music, you can still get access to their music. Because all you need to do is search Proud Scout on your platform of choice, and there they are. You can play Proud Scout's tunes. So I think that's very cool, and a reason why DistroKid are the bomb diggity. Does anyone say bomb diggity anymore? Is bomb diggity even a thing? No. Let's grab another tune here. We're going to jump over to the SoundClouds now and play this tune, which is aptly titled Demons, and this is from Wide Nano. Widnano, I'm going to go with that. They say this song was written for Halloween season, and it's about not selling yourself for fame. Speaking of which, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and follow me on Instagram. It was recorded on my iPhone and a pair of headphones, which we always love to hear. We love home recording here on Studio Live today, for sure. So let's jump in. Take a listen to this one. This is Demons here on Your Music Live.
Tell him, are you mad?
Ay, demons in the night, they be following me around. I be telling them to go, but they all over the town. Got me running far away, man, I can't look back. You know what they want, but I can't do that. Demons in the night, they be following me around. I be telling them to go, but they all over the town. Got me running far away, man, I can't look back. They be asking me to stay, but I ain't going. Yeah, they ain't getting under my soul, but they won't leave me alone. I'm fighting demons on the daily, I can't go on. I gotta find another way, I gotta see another day. There's gotta be another place. I'm far from home, I'll be praying to the Lord. I need peace to reassure, and some pictures of galore. Angels washing on the shore, ayy. Creepy figures at the door, everything is looking cool. I can't take it anymore, ayy. Big shadow, black figure in the hall. You can see it getting closer, flooding all over the wall. I just need a plan, and I'm headed out the front, seeing red skies, feeling like I'm getting hot. It's a dark industry, I'm just glad I'm underground. Bunch of fake people, every one of them is clowns. No friends, no fun, nowhere to run. It's a chain, how I look can never be undone. Hey, demons in the night, they be following me around. I be telling them to go, but they all over the town. Got me running far away, man, I can't look back. You know what they want, but I can't do that. Demons in the night, they be following me around. I be telling them to go, but they all over the town. Got me running far away, man, I can't look back. They be asking me to stay, but I ain't gon' crack.
How cool is that? With Nano, with Demons here on Your Music Live. Yeah, way higher production than iPhone. That's the thing. Don't diss an iPhone, because as we know, iPhones can create some pretty darn epic tunes just like that one. And thank you, by the way, to this man here, to Adam Gehring, for the kind donation. It is folks like Adam who keep the lights on. I won't do the joke. Who keep the lights on around here on Studio Live today. I hope you're having fun. If you are, the thumbs up button is down below. There's also a share button down there, which you can share it. During the next song, I'll be doing some footage, because I'm going to do a quick Instagram story and Facebook story just to share and see if we can get even more folks along here for the second half. Because if you thought the first half was epic, my goodness, the second half is going to blow your socks off. Your socks are going to come clean off. They're going to be across the room on the other side, because they will come off. Let's play this song from Pagan Song, who says, Happy Halloween, my peeps. Happy Halloween, Pagan Song. It's time to go into the woods and see if we can find the witch who lives there. Or maybe she'll find us. This song was made for Halloween, inspired by R.L. Stein's Fear Sheet 1666. Very cool. And it is called The Haunted Forest. This is The Haunted Forest by Pagan Song on Your Music Live. Let's do it. little bit of atmosphere there from Pagan Song on Your Music Live. How cool is that, right? Yeah, totally. Did anyone remember that there was a show, it was called Atmosphere. I think it was a VHS game back in the day. I can't remember, it had like a crypt keeper kind of dude, and it was like a board game you'd play with a VHS tape in. Am I showing my age here? Is that making sense to anyone else? Someone will remember it. It was called like Demon something. Atmosphere. I don't know. But Pagan Song, thank you for sharing that one. Very cool. We've got one more tune that we're going to play, and then we've got our patented toilet break that we do each week. So we're going to pop in a little bit of Zealand Band before then, though, because this is our main man, Michael, who's here every week, one of the great supporters of the channel, a patron of the channel as well, which you can do as well. If you go to studiolivetoday.com/Patreon, you can join the fun and become a patron. We had some interesting live streams this week, shall we say. Some weird things went on, but it's always fun. So let's jump in and take a listen to this one, shall we? This is Zealand Band, aka Michael, and it's called Pop Goes the World, a pop tune from a different place. Yeah, get those Z's going on. Confuse anyone who doesn't know that this is Zealand Band, and we're going to play it here live on Your Music Live. Yes, exactly. Video game theme. I would play this video game if the music was all done by Zealand Band. I would be playing that game. I always expect the unexpected with Michael, aka Zealand Band. Yeah, super creative, super jazzy, and super awesome. Speaking of super awesome, you all are super awesome because you are here watching this live. And in fact, if you're watching on the replay, you know what? I do actually love you just as much because I know not everyone can be here right at this time. It might be an awkward time for you. It might be in the middle of something. It might be at work. You might be asleep. Who knows? But the beautiful part about this is that you can come and watch any time you like because replays are a thing. And if you're watching on the replay, high five. In fact, if you're watching on the replay, go to the comment section right now and say, high five, Pete, replay gang. I don't know why. Just because. So thank you again. If you are having fun and you're here live, please hit the thumbs up button. That helps us out. That just tells me and tells the YouTube robots that you're having fun and that more people will come and watch in the second half. We will go overtime here today because mostly because I want to annoy Thomas Christ because he always tries to go live and I'm always running late. No, not really. We've got too much cool music, so we'll probably go an extra 15, 20 minutes here today just to catch up a little bit on some of the cool tunes because we kind of had double the submissions this week with all the additional Halloween-y stuff, which is good, which I like, which I enjoy. Speaking of Halloween, I need to cough. But also speaking of Halloween, we've got a cool cover song here. This is from our man Thomas Christ, who says, "This is a cover of Ministry's Every Day is Halloween. I whipped together this week, which should be a familiar hymn in the Halloween hymn book, but for some reason seems to not be. Believe it or not, I'm not really a huge Ministry fan, but this is one of the few songs by them that I like, made in Logic Pro, with pride in Logic Pro, I'm sure. And thank you, Wolfstone Studio. Before we jump in and play this Thomas Christ tune, thank you, Wolfstone Studio. You are the people that keep the lights on. I'll do the joke, one time joke. The other people that keep the lights on, because especially when I'm using a green screen, without the lights on, it spoils the magic. The magic is gone. But thanks to folks like Wolfstone Studio, the magic returns. So thank you. We do appreciate you, and thank you for being here and enjoying the music. Speaking of which, let's enjoy this one, shall we? Here with Mr. Thomas Christ and his tune here, Every Day is Halloween, a cover of the Ministry song on Your Music Live.
Well, I live with snakes and lizards and other things that go bump in the night. 'Cause to me every day is Halloween. I have given up hiding and started to fight. I started to fight. Well, anytime, any place, anywhere that I go, all the people seem to stop and stare. They say, why are you dressed like it's Halloween? You look so absurd, you look so obscene. Oh, why can't I live my life for me? Why should I take the abuse that serve? Why can't they see they're just like me? It's the same in the whole wide world. Well, I let their teeny minds think that they're dealing with someone who is over the brink. And I dress this way just to keep them at bay. 'Cause Halloween is every day. It's every day. Oh, why can't I live my life for me? Why should I take the abuse that serve? Why can't they see they're just like me? It's the same in the whole wide world.
Thomas Christ doing his Thomas Christ thing with that one. Every Day is Halloween. A cover of the Ministry tune. And if I know Thomas Christ, and I do know him reasonably well, that's probably going to be played in his live show coming up straight after this show. So, sorry, I've lost my breath. I was running around hugging children. My children. So yeah, I've lost my breath here. But Thomas, you can confirm with us, but I'm pretty sure that will be one of the repertoire in Thomas's show here today. So Thomas, if you can put a link there, please, to your show, that would be very cool. Sorry, I shouldn't run. I'm way out of shape, and I'm going to be like, and people are like, oh, is that a Halloween effect where you're just breathing heavily into the microphone? No, that's just because I'm unfit. Are there any Penguin fans? I thought we should kick off the second half of the show with some Penguin-related music. And when I think of penguins, there's only one shape that comes to mind, and that would be cube-shaped. And so this time, we're going to play this one. And it says, inspired by Camellia Koi. Again, I tried writing something that wasn't in 4/4 time, which is very cool. And it is called Tripped and Fell Down the Stairs, which I think is a bit of a Halloween-y kind of thing here. Tripped and fell down the stairs. So why don't we jump on over and grab your flippers. Wait, that doesn't make sense. Let's just play this one. It's QB, the Penguin, and it is Tripped and Fell Down the Stairs here on Your Music Live. Oh, it's a penguin world. We're just living in it. How cool is that? That is the, someone said it's the Cubiest. Yes, that is classic QB the Penguin. And I love the, I'm not really a meme guy. I'm a bit too old for memes, but I love that we have like just, we have the Michael, the Zzz, we have the QB, the Penguin with the penguin emojis, we have the wolf emojis when we play some Wolfstone Studio. And as much as I love hearing brand new artists, and we've got some more of those coming up in just a moment, I also love hearing some of the classic artists that we perhaps haven't heard from for a while, creating epic tunes like that. When I think of QB, for some reason, I also think of this artist, and this is EmoBot 9000. Does not compute. Well, yeah, it does, because EmoBot 9000 has a cool vibe going on, and I love their little logo. I love the music that they produce, and they were saying in that one, they're like, QB, teach me your ways. Well, I still think that a QB EmoBot 9000 mashup collaboration needs to happen. In a big bad way. Anyway, EmoBot 9000 says, I wrote this song in collaboration with my good friend Anakumosis. Butchered that one. Whenever I'm stuck on a song and don't know where to go, he always seems to know just what the song needs to make it complete. This is what we came up with, and is a tune called Wherever You Exist. EmoBot 9000 featuring Anaklumos. Just got it wrong again. On Your Music Live. Let's do it. See, the reason I think I put QB and Emobot together is that Emobot 9000, a lot of the their more chilled lo-fi kind of stuff is like QB. After QB just has like a 2-hour session, I think that's what QB would have to listen to just to come down from that 240 BPM 7/8 time, and then you listen to some Emobot 9000 and you get that. Yeah, how good was that? Very nice on the keys there. Indeed, right? Doesn't that just make you feel But we're going to go back up the other way now. I know it's going to be a roller coaster ride here for this second half. We're going to play this artist. Now, we played this artist a few weeks back for the first time, and they got a really cool reception, and they've come back. They're back with a Halloween-y kind of song. In fact, they submitted two, but I'm going to play this one because this is the one that I dug the most, and this is called The Dead Walk. They say, The Dead Walk is a zombie anthem that will leave you 6 feet under for now. So this is Wi-Fi with The Dead Walk here on Your Music Live.
In the black of night, in the coldest sky, lives a moonlit sight that is born of fright. In the thickest fog, inside rotting flesh, lays a sleepy hollowed, creeping death. Do the dead walk. Do the dead walk. Do the dead walk. Do the dead walk. In the deepest earth, through the darkest haze, groans a waking nightmare, scraping from the grave. In the eerie woods, shadows masquerade as a cold distraction from death's serenade. Do the dead walk. Do the dead walk. Do the dead walk. Do the dead walk. As I lay me down to die, I hear my soul.
Very cool indeed. Yeah, it could be on a Ghostbusters soundtrack for sure. Creepy, but good. I definitely dig it. Do the Dead Walk. It sounds a little bit Monster Mash, but like if Monster Mash was written by Primus with that sort of that boom, boom, boom. Yeah, smooth and creepy for sure. So charmingly understated. That's the thing. You're waiting for it to kick in, but it's holding back and it's not quite kicking in the way that you'd expect. But yeah, very, very cool stuff. Digging it in a big bad way. Let's keep the Halloween theme going, and then we'll divert, because you can't have too much Halloween in a row, or you'll all get far too scared. It will be too creepy. So I thought, now, again, I'm doing a Halloween-themed, or sort of a creepy, spooky-themed happy hour this week, and I'm actually playing this very song. So I thought you can listen to this version by our friend Orchestra Eclipse, and then you can hear my acoustic cover of it tomorrow. And let me tell you, it's not an easy song to cover on an acoustic guitar, but I'm going to give it a crack. Anyway, Orchestra Eclipse says, Hi Pete, it's the month of Halloween. It is. So I thought I would send a Halloween track. I did an instrumental orchestral cover of the iconic Ghostbusters theme, Ray Parker Jr., for the Emma Effin win, right? It's Ray Parker Jr.'s world. We're just living in it. That's what I say. I've never said that before in my life. So let's take a listen to this one, shall we? Ghostbusters, here on Your Music Live. I ain't afraid of no ghosts. I ain't afraid of no ghosts. I ain't afraid of no ghost, mostly because I'm not afraid of things that don't exist. I'm afraid of things that do exist, like taxes. And no, I won't go into that. There you go. That was Ghostbusters from Orchestra Eclipse. He slimed me. Sorry. Insert other Ghostbuster related quotes. Didn't that have Fran Drescher in it? Am I making that up? Was she? No. What am I thinking of? No, I'm thinking of This Is Spinal Tap. I'm getting my 80s music crossed over. I know, not the taxes. Oh, no taxes. Speaking of which, Godfrey 85. Again, I was listening to more of your podcast the other day. He did a podcast about ghostly things as well. It's all very Halloween. It's almost like it's that time of the year, right? Let's play another tune, shall we? This is Ghost Fire, and they say Dead Jack is Ghost Fire's Halloween offering and is released on the it's released. It's released. Okay. I'm like, it says it's released on the 31st. Can I play it then? Okay, it's here on SoundCloud, so we can play the SoundCloud version, but it will be released on Halloween. Recorded via GarageBand and Logic, Dead Jack is every sailor's worst nightmare come to life. Once he's aboard, there is no let up until madness reigns. Sorry, I'm getting a bit into it, aren't I? Getting into the Halloween spirit, because it is Halloween tomorrow here in Australia. Yes, we got the trick-or-treating. It's all going to be happening. It'll be a lot of fun. Anyway, let's play this one, shall we? Ghost Fire with Dead Jack.
It's not the wind in the sails, he is come now. The jack is darkened. Can you hear him? He mutters, whispers, and wails. Can you hear him? The jack is boarding and he's come to let the it's not the hail, it's not the rain. He is closer. The jack is knocking. Can you hear him? His voice is driving you insane. Can you hear him? The jack is talking. He is master of his game.
Oh yeah, Dead Jack is a tax man, probably. Yeah, that's actually what it is. It's not a ghost. Dead Jack is actually an IRS tax inspector that boards a ship, and he's going through all of the stock, realizing that that the ship is actually importing illegal substances, and they're all going to jail for tax evasion. Yeah. Very cool. Did anyone get vibes of The Secret of Monkey Island? Anyone play that old, point and click PC game back in the day, the old Monkey Island and Monkey Island 2, back in the old DOS PC gaming days? Where my old school DOS PC gaming friends at? Yeah, all those Lucasfilms games, Sam and Max and Monkey Island, they always had like those sort of sounding theme songs in there. That was very cool. Ghost Fire with Dead Jack here on your Creepy Music Live. Let's grab another tune. This is from Stephen Galante, who says, Halloween fun. Who doesn't like Halloween fun? 100% Nano Studio 2, Obsidian, and Slate were the only synths used. Let's get a bit of a Halloween synth on, shall we? With our man Stephen Galante on Your Music Live. Let's give this one here a spin. It is simply called Grins. I have to turn it down. I'm actually getting legitimate chills down my spine listening to that. I would not listen to that in the dark at night. I apologize for anyone that's sitting there in like a somewhere where actually no, yeah, if you're in the UK or Europe and it's like 10 o'clock at night and you're sitting there in your bedroom and you're listening to that, and then suddenly you hear a tapping and then a scratching and then this sound. And no one's in the house. So I get a little bit carried away here. Can you tell I'm having fun today? You got to have fun, people. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. We're going to keep moving on here. Hello to the folks who've dropped on in. O'Neill and Jones, hello to you. G'day to Peter. Hello to everyone who has dropped on in. If you're having fun here, please hit the thumbs up button. That just tells the YouTube robots to go away and go computing data. People like YML, make more people watch. And that's cool for everyone because your music gets more exposure the more people that are here. And share, because sharing is caring, Sharon is Karen. There's people in your life that don't even know this show happens. And they don't know that your music is being played and they want to hear it. So do them a solid, send them a link and tell them to come on over and join the fun here on Your Music Live. Yeah, there you go. Do what EmoBot9000 says. It does compute. All right, let's move on there. That was Stephen Galante. Man, that was so cool. That was just, I'm still feeling a little bit apprehensive and uneasy after that. You know what I need? I need to cure what ails me, and we need to take it down a notch and get a little bit vibey here with our man Russ 8889 and the Delicate Giants. He says, "Hi Pete, hope you're well. Here's another track by the Delicate Giants. Me and my cousin Gary, this is a mellow, laid-back track that breaks the album up and inspired by an Elton John song. I've seen that movie too. That has reverse guitars, mastered by the one and only Jade Starr, and featuring Russ and his cousin Gary on the guitar. It is a match made in lush musical heaven, and we're going to play it right here, right now. The Delicate Giants with Black Sheep on Your Music Live. Beautiful stuff. Yeah, atmospheric and awesome. Yeah, if you're confused by all the anger, that's the we have these weird things where everyone has their own emoji. The folks who've contributed a bunch of songs, Russ likes to swear every now and then. So the Russ emoji is the angry swearing face. I wonder if YouTube sees that and in their algorithm they're like, everyone's hating this. Everyone hates this stream. Quick, shut it down. Shut it down. Sergey? No, what's the Google guy's name? I don't know. I can't remember who's at the helm of Alphabet these days. But yeah, I wonder if they take it into consideration or not. Anyway, that is the great Russ 8889 and the Delicate Giants, and you do need to go and check out their album Mastered by Jade Star, and of course released using our wonderful sponsors DistroKid, because a lot of you, not everyone, but a lot of you are releasing using DistroKid because it's the way to go. It's the way to get your music out there on all the platforms in one foul swoop. You don't have to worry about managing it all separately. You upload it one place and it goes out to Spotify, to Apple Music, to Google, to Deezer, to YouTube, to everywhere. And all you need to do is upload it and use that link there if you're new to releasing music. 7% off your first year on any of DistroKid's super affordable and valuable plans. We thank DistroKid for their continued support of your music live and your independent music. Speaking of folks making cool independent music, did you catch Joe and Barry Glenn on Jade Star's channel just recently, just a week ago? They were interviewed. They're very cool people. They create great music. And they say, Happy Halloween. And Joe has spelled it correctly with the E''EN. My children get really annoyed because I walk around saying, hey, it's nearly Halloween, isn't it? Because I like things that are technically correct. This is not new, but I put a video for Halloween. Renadine is an English-Irish traditional seduction ballad. Oh, hello. It is up to debate as to whether Renadine was a werewolf or a vampire who roamed the hillside seducing young maidens and luring them to his castle. There, their fate is left ambiguous, followed by a set dance. Hornpipe, Irish, Oberon, was the king of the fairies. Hope you enjoy it from Joe. So, Renadine, the king of the fairies, Joe and Barry Glenn here on Your Music Live.
Smiled and gazed upon her. Did that sigh older Renadine? She said, kind sir, be civil, my company forsake, for it's in my own opinion I'd fear you are some rain. And if my parents knew of this, my life they would destroy for the keeping of your company along a mountain high. Oh no, he said, no ray can I brought up the meanest train, but I'm seeking for concealment along the lonesome way.
Very cool indeed there. Yeah, great performance and great stuff. So long, Colin, off for supper. I know it's a Canadian or more particularly a Montrealer because if it's Mark or a Colin or Michael, they're always off for supper, which we call tea. We have dinner, tea, supper. They're all the same thing. I understand that. Very cool, very awesome video. I love that. Look at the skeletons walking along there. Oh, it's so cool. I dig it in a big bad way. Good job, Joe and Barry Glenn. Your production skills continue to amaze and improve everything that you release. Every time you release something, I'm impressed. Speaking of impressed, there is an artist that I've been impressed with for some time, since we played their the first tune by this band way back when. It was a while ago. And we're going to play this tune here. It's out of Moscow. This is a band called Rude, and they're spelled Rouax apostrophe D, which I think is pretty cool. My Love, written as a farewell song. The video is left to your imagination, closing the chapter on something you love the most and moving on. When the other artist that I initially wrote the song for dropped out of the project, I decided to move forward and finish what I started. This is the end result. Video concept and script written by Rude. This was the first time to collaborate with an opera singer and live cello players. Next up, a big orchestra. Well, I hope so, because Rude, backed by an orchestra, would be super rude. Would be the 1980s British punk version of Rude. Man, that's so rude, that is. But this is Rude with My Love, Was It Worth It on Your Music Live. Take it away, Rude.
Everything I had, who knew it wasn't made to last? On this bed of thorns I lay my life. I sacrificed it all for you. Never thought it would be true. Giving all of me to you. Now there's nothing left.
Yeah, super pro level video, absolutely. And Rude are not just, they're one of my favorite bands, hands down. Forget about independent bands, forget about artists that we play on this show. I just go and listen to Rude now because it's epic music. It's got energy, it's got pump, it's got feel, and they're on my high rotation. They're on my playlist. I know. Yeah, don't stop. But see, here's what you do. I do the hard work for you because after the show, what you do is you jump down in the description and you go and you follow all of that. You go and you go, man, that Rude band. I got to go watch that entire video. I got to watch the whole thing, and I got to watch it again and again because yeah, just the combination in that one of the operatic, like the opera singers in the background there, the live cello playing along, and then the distinctive vocals of Rude. Whoa, yeah, amazing stuff. And if you want to go and follow Rude, I highly recommend it because they are pretty darn cool. Speaking of pretty darn cool, our sponsors, District, are darn cool, and There is a service called Slaps. We talked about it earlier in the show. If you're not quite ready to release your music online, release it on Slaps, because you never know. I might be stalking Slaps and find your tune and go, hey, I would like to play your song on Your Music Live, which is what I did with this one, because this is a band called Fat Fox, which just took me straight away. Is there a fox emoji? I know Dave Fox is here, so there's definitely a fox emoji. So see, Fat Fox have their own built-in emoji before they've even had a song played. So Fat Fox are written, recorded, and produced by us at home. We're hopefully getting better each time we do this. Flicker is one of our more melancholy tracks about the feel of time passing by us and learning to live with that. And I found it a super cool tune, and I hope you dig it as well. This is Fat Fox with Flicker on Your Music Live.
There's a flicker in my eye. Do you feel it too? I believe you. Another moment's passed me by. Did you see it too? I forgive you. Everything around me is just still standing strong as time moves along.
How cool is that? Yeah? The mix is indeed perfection. Beautifully balanced mix. Great vocals there. Someone said Cranberries vibe. Someone said whole mix. Pixies, indie of the 90s. Yeah, it's got a very 90s indie vibe with a modern twist on it, which I think is super cool. And a bit like Garbage too. It's got a bit of a Shirley Manson from Garbage kind of vibe as well, just with that sort of, just someone said effortless vocals. Yeah, super, super cool. So yeah, get on over to Slaps. If you're not on slaps.com, you've actually got zero excuse, because I mean, I get it. DistroKid, it's $20 a year to release your music there, but jump on over to Slaps and it's free. All you need to do is participate and comment on other people's tracks. In fact, I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to come over here, because you would have seen I can throw fire on tracks, so you can go, yep, that was fire. Let's get it up to an even number. You can save it into your list so you can come back and check it out again. And then if we come down here, we can just say, just gave this a spin on YML. Folks loved it. Which you did, because you all said it was good. So we can do, you can put your comments there, and it's an interactive way to get involved in music and other people's stuff. There you go. Thomas Christ has got to share your music for free on Slaps, courtesy of DistroKid. It is a cool way to get your music heard. Very cool. We've got about 20 to 30 minutes left. We're going to go over time. I did tell you that earlier. So we've got some more tunes, a few Halloweeny ones, a few not so Halloweeny ones, but we've got a submission here from our man, Cy Effen, who we know is No Emis as well. He said, I'm known for my electronic music, but I was actually in a folk band in college. I only discovered The Highwaymen about 10 years ago, but it's absolutely something we should have performed back in the day. So I thought I'd give it a go now that I can record properly. Isn't that cool that people can go back in time and you can re-record, you can do things that you wanted to do in the past, but weren't able to do it. So if you always wanted to play lead guitar in a metal band, you can now do it, because you can create your own metal band. Yeah, look at that. Even the Kronk, even Kronk's song, who's got like 14 different SoundCloud accounts, even the Kronk is over on the Slaps now. So you got to go and slap it up. Slap it good. Stop talking, Johns. All right, so Cy Effin, his acoustic cover of The Highwayman. Let's take a listen to this one here on Your Music Live.
I was a highwayman, along the coach roads I did ride, with sword and pistol by my side. Many a young maid lost her baubles to my trade. Many a soldier shed his lifeblood on my blade. The bastards hung me in the spring of 25, but I'm still alive. I was a sailor, I was born upon the tide, and with the sea I did abide. I sailed a schooner round the Horn to Mexico. I went aloft and filled the mainsail in a blow. And when the yards broke off, they said that I got killed. But I'm living still. I was a dam builder across a river deep and wide, where steel and water did collide. A place called Boulder on the wild Colorado. I slipped and fell into the wet concrete below. They buried me in that great tomb that...
Me too, Kim. Me too. Very cool, very nicely done. Yeah, you can just hear the passion in the voice and just the storytelling. Yeah, good effing sigh. It is a cool song, and I too love a musical story. I love it when you can tell a story with a song. Very well done there from the one, the only Cy Effin. Let's move on. We've got one here from SGS Beat. They said, "Hi Pete, I went through YouTube's Creative Commons copyright-free footage and got a great Mike Myers compilation." Michael Myers, not Mike Myers. That would be different. That would be, ooh, behave. I hope you enjoy it. Thanks for sharing. Oh man, it's that time of the show where I start losing my ever-loving mind. So this is usually where it gets a little bit fun and a little bit different. So let's jump in and listen to this one. This is Jazz Co Records with Halloween, October 31st, Night of Killing, History of Michael Myers by SGS Beat. Let's take a listen to it here on Your Music Live.
SGS Beat.
Very cool stuff indeed there, SGS Beat, Jazzco Records. Yeah, such a dope beat, I agree. And the great guitar tone, that... So what do we got to do? Sharon is Karen as Mike Myers. Which character? Like, party on, Garth. Like, totally. No, that... See, I just went into a weird California. Sharon is Karen. No, what would I do? We're doing a Dr. Evil. Sharon is Karen. Now I sound like Dracula. Sound like the Count from Sesame Street. Oh no, the phone's ringing. Hang on, the phone's ringing. Yeah. No, I know. Okay, fine. It's the lawyer. Yep, I've been fined again for doing impersonations and accents. You'd think I'd learn by now. You'd think I'd learn that I'm actually not allowed to. There's actually a court order out against me for doing any more accents. I think let's cleanse. Let's cleanse with. And you know what I use to cleanse? I use Andy Goldsby to cleanse. I don't know if you know that about me, but I use either Stu or Andy. I grab one of the Indigo Sunsets and I cleanse myself by listening to their music. So let's jump over here. This is one that Andy Goldsby keeps sneaking things out, and he snuck this one out. He said, "Hi Pete, it's Andy again. I've done another song. Pretty simple this time, but I'm really quite happy with how this one turned out. Still using my iPhone 6S, Focusrite Solo, and my Telecaster to record. This song is called 18 Miles, and I hoped it is about finding inner strength. However, people can interpret this as they will. Just hope people like it." Well, if it's Andy Goldsby, you know we're going to like it. So let's jump over here. Andy's a smart man, so he sent me the Song Whip link, so I get to choose where I play it. I'll jump over to YouTube and play it from here. And let's give this one a spin, shall we? Here, Andy Goldsby with 18 Miles on Your Music Live. Right. See, Jenny knows what I mean now. That's cleansing, right? That cleanses. It's like that. What do you have between wine that cleanses your palate, like a little peppermint thing? I don't know. I'm not a wine guy, but yeah, very very cool indeed. I love that acoustic, laid back kind of vibe, mostly because it's the kind of stuff that I do, and we like what we like. Right, very good stuff there from Mr. Andy Goldsby. Thank you all for hanging out here today. We are going to go a little over time, so we've probably got time for about 4 or 5 more tunes. So we're not done here yet. But once again, if you dig what you've heard here, please do hit the thumbs up button. It just helps us out. And if you're here live, what I want you to do, just to see what level of experience that folks have here. So we've now done 72 of these shows. I'd like you to estimate, how many shows have you watched? How many episodes of YML have you watched? Is it 0? Is it your first time here? Is it 72? Are you an old school? Have you been here in every single week? Just drop a number in the chat. It'd be super interesting while we play this next tune to see how long folks have been around the place, because I do appreciate every single one of you. And I'm going to play a tune from someone that we played on like episode 2 or 3. It's someone that I've known for a long time. They are a garage band creator and they are a super cool guy at the same time, and that is Mr. Josh Gates. And he's teamed up. He says, this song is a collaboration that I wrote with my good friend Steve Dick a while ago. He didn't say in a while ago. He actually used correct grammar. We were on a work trip driving through Arizona when the inspiration for this song hit and the lyrics came. I later wrote the music and Steve helped me sing and write the lyrics. I hope you enjoy. Well, if it's Josh Gates, it's a pretty fair bet that we're going to enjoy. So let's give this one a spin, shall we? Running Towards the Light, Mr. Josh Gates featuring Steve Dick on Your Music Live.
running towards the light. You don't have to fight. Keep running towards the light. He will give you life.
Little bit of Josh Gates for your ear holes there. Great production. Josh never does disappoint, does he? And yeah, he's got a really good voice. I mean, I'm not saying that he doesn't tune a little bit. Like I think most of us do if there's a bung note here and there. But yeah, I've heard Josh singing and he's just got that voice that just hits those notes and just sounds amazing. So great stuff from Josh. Thank you for sharing. And thank you to the wonderful John David Lees, JDL, coming to the party with the donation there. I do appreciate it. Yeah, it blows me away that folks are so kind and generous with their time, with their money, and with their sharing of their music. It really, it all does help out. And yeah, it does help us keep the lights on around here at Studio Live at today's studios. Let's get a few more songs in here. But before we do that, let's see how many shows folks have actually been here for. Thomas Christ 70 or 70. Yeah, I don't think Thomas has missed more than maybe one or two. Mark missed one while on a trip, so he's got 71 there. 10 to 12 for Mike and Dawn. Russ has been here over 50. Black Covers over 20. 15 each for Gary Chapman. Several dozen shows. Very, very cool. 20 to 25 for Vidal and the Shadowy Figures. 20-ish for Gregory O'Sullivan. Exactly 8 for Chris Peasy. I like it. I like the specificity. About 10. Oh, the shame. But that's cool. Whenever you've joined us, that's the thing. We're like a gathering minstrel, or we're like the Pied Piper. I'm just walking along and I'm saying, "Come along. There's epic music over here," and I'm playing it, and everyone's marching along behind me, which I think is cool. And then you're gathering up other people because, like that, Josh collaborated on that song, and I hope that that the collaborating partner there, who was Steve Dick, he'll say, "Hey, Steve Dick, they played our tune on YML," and then Steve Dick's like, "What's YML?" And he comes in here and he starts watching, and that's the way I like it. That's the way. We're growing, slowly creating a movement until we take over the world. 10 for Dave Fox, yeah, maybe 10 to 12 for Clayton Von Kluge. 3 for Josiah. Well, welcome. Let's keep staying here. Ever since last September for Joe and Barry. Well over 60. JDL has lost count. Billions and billions. I like it. Very cool indeed. Yeah, by the way, I am way behind. So if you have submitted a song and it hasn't been played, please be patient because I've got so many cool songs and we're just not going to catch up on them. I'm going to do a long extended version or maybe an extra show in a week or two just to try and catch up a little bit. But yeah, I've been overwhelmed with how many songs have been submitted, so we will try and catch up on everything as we go. But if you've submitted a song, especially in the last couple of weeks and it hasn't been played yet, sit tight because we had to we played a few of these Halloween songs this week. So yeah, it's usually a 3 to 4 week backlog. Maybe it's about 5 to 6 right now. But it's a while. So thank you for that. Let's grab this tune. So this is from Papa Tom Carrera, aka Papa Tom, who many of you know. He's only recently sort of joined a lot of the groups, but definitely a great contributor. He says the Emerald Isle is a collaboration between myself and Vincent Bow of Dublin, Ireland. Very cool. We know Vincent here on the show as well. Backstory: early October, someone put out a challenge to do something in a new genre. I also needed someone who could sing in Irish, Gaelic. I'm so bad with words. This song was inspired by the 1,000-year struggle of the Irish people to be truly independent. More song info details on the YouTube, so you can jump over to YouTube. And as we say, you can get all of these songs over on YouTube or wherever they're actually shared, because all they're linked down in the description. I do all that hard work for you so that you don't have to. All right, let's give this one a spin. This is the Emerald Isle, Tom Carrera featuring Vincent Bow on Your Music Live.
I come from the Emerald Isle. We journeyed a many mile. In times of hunger we sailed to this country. We fought to claim our land, we fought to feed our clan, and now we are so proud of the land our fathers plowed.
Run tug turtin and never round on the down so Larry squeal in the church down took she by her love to good there Travana It's a million emerald maid, it's a million emerald maid, it's a million emerald maid, it's a million emerald maid.
Very cool. Irish-tastic. Nicely done there from Tom and Vincent on that one. Very, very, very cool. Am I behind on adding them? It might just be, you might need to refresh. Sometimes you just need to refresh the stream. Unfortunately, if you're watching live, every time I add it and I save it, you don't get it. So unless you go out and come back into the stream, you might not see the latest ones. So yeah, that's just a tip. We'll come back afterwards and add it. Unfortunately, there's no way to push it out until YouTube to update your description until you actually refresh your page. So that's probably why that is. But good stuff there. I love it when people collaborate and bring stuff like that together. We'll play. We're going to go out with something a bit special here today, but we've got a couple more tunes that we're going to play, and then we'll finish off there. So I wanted to play this one. Where was it? Sorry, I've lost my spot. I had it here and then I lost it here. All right, let's play this one. This song's about keeping your head up through a journey of life, which includes a plethora of emotions, ultimately making us a bigger person. Originally recorded at home and then in a studio where I had it mixed by my friend and sound engineer. Very cool. Yeah, don't be afraid to go and get something professionally recorded and mixed if you choose to. So we're going up to Canada, this time the West Coast to Vancouver, and this artist is called Swabski. I believe it's their first time here on Your Music Live, so welcome Swabski to the show. And this is a tune called Ride With Me here on Your Music Live.
Yo, homie, what's up? Get in my coupe. Have you watched the news? Give you the latest scoop, some real news and fake news. If I got on a nice suit, do I only spit the truth? Cause I've seen money make people move. With all them G's, they bound to groove. With all the M's, about to break and bend. Money, girls, Mercedes Benz. Can't see the problem through the Gucci lens. You ask why you got phony friends. Young rich guy with the trophy friends. You made promises just to make amends. I lost my time, better take out the pen. I ain't catching Z's, but I'm in my zen. Try to stay away, but I start again. Always wanted, but I pause it then. If I miss the last shot, I'ma ball again. Hung up the phone, but I call again. Get the 9 to 5 and college in. I'm grinding. Better get my head up, thinking that my skin does some collagen. Yo, homie, what's up? Get in my coupe. We live in the news. And life is a loop, life is a mood. I'm having a moment, living with you. The life of two, just wanna be with you. Yo, homie, what's up?
Very cool. I love that. We live in the news. We live in a loop. I just loved that lyric, and I thought that was very cool. And I've got absolute respect for people that can have a flow at all. when I really don't. So I dig that. Yeah, chilling and on the spot. Exactly. Smooth vibe. Very, very dope stuff. Very good and very well done. And I love it. The video production on that one is just awesome. So you're going to want to go and check that one out and watch it. So there you go. Swabski out of Vancouver. Ride with me. I thought that was cool. All right, we're going to finish off with 3 new songs and three tracks. And we're going to go back all the way back to 1992. I can't stop playing these songs from Paul Rolfe and his band State of Mind. They rock. And Paul emailed me or messaged me during the week, can't remember where, and he's like, yeah, we don't have a bassist at the moment, so we're trying to get a bassist for our band, and then we're going to start making new music. And I'm like, I'm just going to keep playing your old stuff anyway. So I'm going to play this one. It's called Strong as the Sun by State of Mind, and they say a song about confidence off our Hard Life EP from 1992. So let's go all the way back to the early 90s and Strong as the Sun, State of Mind here on your Music Live. How about that? An actual guitar solo and an intro where the singing doesn't start for more than 30 seconds. Yeah, it's very early 90s. This is, every time we play it, it's like, it's taking you back in time to the days of Alice in Chains, of Screaming Trees, of Soundgarden, of Silverchair, of all of these cool bands from the early to mid-90s. Rock and roll, and I can't resist it. I just cannot resist playing a State of Mind song, which is, I shouldn't. So I'll go. We'll go on a State of Mind diet for a few weeks, maybe not. I say that now, and then I'll just be like, more State of Mind. But Paul, yeah, get the band back together. We would love to hear what State of Mind will do in 2021 if you can bring that old 90s vibe. Sprinkle a little magic dust on it in 2021, I would be all in on that. I'm going to finish with something. Well, we've got 2 songs left here. I'm going to play one of my songs, which I know is very, very, very self-flagellating, and I apologize. But the reason I wanted to play this is that my daughter put together a video for this. I said to her, I'm like, oh, I've got this song that I want to do a video for just so I can put it out on my channel for Halloween. It's called Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. It's a creepy cover of the classic nursery rhyme. And I said, you're good in Canva. You know how to use videos in Canva. And she's like, yeah, sure. So I gave her the track, and I'm like, there, go make something. And what she made actually kind of blew my mind. And, I'm seeing it through a father's eyes, obviously, but I actually think that you'll dig it as well because it's just using Canva stock footage, but it just looks so cool. And it fits the vibe of this song beautifully, in my humble yet super biased opinion. So I'm going to play this one. This is a little track, a little ditty from myself with videography by my daughter Jasmine. It is called Twinkle Twinkle Little Star.
Your eye, it feels alright. And when the fading light fades away for the last time, it's the end.
There you go. How cool is that? Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. Edited by my 11-year-old. So do you think that Studio Live today is going to be taken over fairly soon when that's the skills of an 11-year-old putting that together? Like the clip selection there and just, it's cool. Thank you for indulging me and letting a proud dad play something from his kid. Speaking of proud dads, I'm really bad at segues, but we are going to finish off here. I know it's not really PG-13, is it? It's a little bit. It's a little bit intense, but it's all part of Canva. So there was nothing. I'm like, oh, Canva won't have anything that bad in there. And then she showed me that. I'm like, oh, and she made it at night before bed. And she's like, oh, okay, now I'm off to bed, Dad. I'm like, okay, you're gonna be all right. But my youngest daughter doesn't want to watch it. I think she's watched it now, but she didn't want to watch it and hear that. So very, very cool stuff. Thank you for indulging. We are going to finish off here, and I do want you to go and check out Thomas Christ, because he's going to keep the creepy vibe going straight after this. So, Thomas, if you can throw your link here in the comments, in the chat. If you're watching on the replay, go and catch Thomas's replay as well afterwards. But, do join me, because I'm going to jump over to Thomas's show straight after this one. But what I have to do is I have to play this song from Jade Star, because the song It's Over from Jade Star, Dread Circus, is my favorite creepy this time of year song of all time. Like, not even like, oh, but surely the Monster Mash is more Halloween. No, this is Halloween to me. I just love I love this one. It's got a part in there, which if you haven't heard it before, if you know it's coming, you might be able to prepare, but it gets me every time. So we're going to go out with some classic Jade Star goodness, and this is Jade Star, Dread Circus with It's Over to close us out here on Your Music Live.
Drained inside out, crumble and dissolve. Chase the salt and lick the
How cool is that? Definitely one of my favorite Jade Star tunes of all time. And the new FMC video, which I have a personal aversion to a particular thing, which you'll find out if you go check out the new FMC video. So jump over to Jade Star's channel, and Jade sent it to me, and she's like, you can premiere this, and I'm like, I can't. It would make me it would make things would happen on air that you don't want to happen. But yeah, do go and check it out, because if you're into that kind of thing, you'll find it cool. Until next time, folks, I would like to thank you all for being here. I would like to say a huge thank you to the moderators of the channel, to Jade and to Thomas and to all of our other moderators here. Thank you to everyone else who has rocked up here week after week for all of your support and for helping us celebrate independent music here on Your Music Live. Jump on over to Thomas Christ, who is live right now, and check him out. I will be over there as well. If you don't have the link, just type in Thomas Christ. It'll pop straight up. It'll be like, here's Thomas Christ. He's live, and he's going to rock your world. Tomorrow, we have the spooky hour, which will be kicking off at I can't remember the times. It's going to be in the evening for you. It'll be your Saturday nights or Saturday early hours, Sunday afternoon for myself. We're doing some spooky songs there. We've then got Garage Band Weekly to finish off the weekend, and next week we'll be back in the studio creating, recording, and releasing a whole bunch of cool tunes. So until then, please keep creating. What do I say? Please look after yourselves. Bit of self-love this week, bit of self-care. Please look after others, look out for other people, help them out where you can, and keep creating, folks. I will see you next time, Gadget, next time on Your Music Live. Thanks for being creepy with me.